title, The Fox and the Farmer's Wife. Night had barely shaken off its last thread of daylight when the first scream tore across the fields, raw, startled, and sharp enough to make even the crickets go silent. By the time the echo reached the ridge, a lone fox lifted his head, amber eyes narrowing with interest. Not fear, not guilt. Interest. Because trouble in the farmhouse usually meant opportunity for him. He rose from his crouch, fur catching the coppery shimmer of dusk, and padded down the hill, light-footed, clever, and humming with the quiet confidence of a creature who had survived on wits alone. Inside the farmhouse, panic reigned. Feathers whirled through the air like snow in a storm. A broom swung wildly. The farmer's wife, a woman known for her sharp tongue and sharper temper, was shouting at shadows. "There! Behind the crates! I saw him!" But there was no fox here. Not this time. Only the lingering rustle of chickens unsettled by something they couldn't name. The farmer burst in, boots slamming on the wood planks. "Where is he? Did you get him?" She jabbed a finger at the door. "He's around. I know that look. Sly, slinking, plotting. We need a trap. A smart one." The farmer sighed. "We've tried traps. Then we make a smarter one." She said it with fire in her eyes, the kind that made even the farmer take a step back. By the time the moon climbed halfway across the sky, the trap was set. A plump hen placed carefully in a crate, a long rope tied to the door, a cast-iron pan in the wife's hands, ready to swing, and the farmer crouched beside her, whispering through gritted teeth, "Hold still. He'll come." She nodded, but the fox was watching from the edge of the yard, tail curled neatly around his paws, head slightly tilted. He had seen many traps. He respected cleverness, but he knew folly when he saw it, so he waited, and watched, and planned. A gust of wind creaked the barn door. The rope twitched, the wife tightened her grip on the pan, but the fox didn't go for the crate. He slipped behind the barrels, then around the woodpile, then beneath the window ledge, quiet as a falling leaf. Inside, the wife whispered, "He'll go for the hen. They always go for the hen." Not this fox. The fox hopped lightly onto a crate by the window and peered inside at the scene. Two humans tense like springs, watching the wrong direction, breath held, eyes forward. He almost felt insulted. "Underestimate me," he thought, "and I'll teach you a lesson you'll remember." Then, with a swish of his tail, he made his move. Not toward the trap, not toward the door, but toward the pantry window, left carelessly unlatched. He nudged it open with his nose, slipped inside, and landed silently beside a basket of freshly baked rolls. The smell almost broke his composure. Almost. He picked one delicately between his teeth and glanced toward the couple still staring intensely at the crate outside. "Ready?" The farmer whispered. "Shh, he's coming," she hissed. The fox took another roll, and another, and one for the road. Only then did he nudge a wooden spoon off the counter. It hit the floor with a sharp clatter. The wife shrieked. The farmer lunged, and both sprinted toward the trap, certain the fox was finally caught. Meanwhile, the fox slipped out the open window, padded into the moonlit yard, and disappeared into the grass, calm, dignified, and munching contentedly. By dawn, the farmer and his wife were covered in dust, feathers, and frustration. The hen sat unharmed in the crate. The trap lay unused. And the pantry? Half empty. The wife stared at the missing rolls and groaned, sinking into a chair. "He was here," she whispered, defeated. "Right under our noses." The farmer rubbed his face. "He's smarter than we gave him credit for." She exhaled long and slow, then, reluctantly, laughed. "Maybe cleverness deserves a little respect," she said, "even if it's wearing fur." High on the ridge, the fox watched the sunrise melt across the fields, warm and golden. He stretched, tail flicking lazily, and savored the last bite of stolen bread. Being underestimated had its perks. But being clever enough to see opportunity, even in the traps meant to catch him, that was a gift he never wasted. And somewhere below, the farmer's wife was already plotting her next plan. The fox grinned. Let her try. He enjoyed a good challenge. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.